So today's class, we are going to do a little bit more of a challenge, more strengthening, focus on balance and things like that, just to get things realigned. A lot of balancing poses help get you focused. So if you're feeling like you're out here, if you're feeling expansive and you need to bring it back in, balancing poses are great for that. This class will be a little bit of a shorter class, so return back to it whenever you want that challenge. Let's go ahead and start in a child's pose just to let ourselves ground down into this practice, taking a moment to get settled. So take those knees wide, toes can come to touch, release the forehead and chest down. And tune into your breath, the natural flow of your inhales and exhales. Feeling yourself becoming centered into this moment, into this body. Maybe you take a moment here and set an intention for this practice today. Rolling through a couple cat-cows here. We're going to tuck the pelvis, roll up the spine, coming to a tabletop position, and lift the head, lift the gaze, let the belly relax. Exhale, sit the hips back, chest comes back down towards the mat. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, release back. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more times, just like that, letting your body move with your breath. Inhale, come all the way back up. We're going to come to tabletop position here, placing the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And let's go ahead and take our palms a little bit closer together. We're going to inhale, the right arm comes to the ceiling. As we exhale, we're going to thread it down, taking our right shoulder, right ear down for a brief moment, and then inhale, come all the way back up. Reach up. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Exhale, we're going to thread it through. We're going to hold here. So right ear, right shoulder, come down. If you can't get your head all the way down and you want to put a pillow or a block underneath your head, feel free to do that. So here's your option to bring balance into this pose. So we're going to take the palms together. This bottom elbow is going to be down into the mat, and then the top elbow is going to be up towards the ceiling. So this will just deepen your twist. Maybe this is as far as you can go. You feel like you might be falling over backwards here. That's totally normal. Otherwise, maybe you can slide back your left foot, coming to the ball of your foot. So taking that foot straight back. Again, you're probably going to feel like you're going to fall over, but this is just a little challenge for you. Maybe play around, see if you can lift up that leg, and you could surprise yourself. And if you fall over, just embrace that and check in with that and know that this will get easier as you practice it. If that foot is up, bring it down. Let's go ahead and slowly release the hands. Place the left hand on the mat. Push yourself back up. Tabletop position. We're going to roll and wiggle it out here for a brief moment. And then we'll switch to the other side. Take those palms closer together. Inhale, reach the left arm to the ceiling. Exhale, thread it through. Left shoulder, left ear, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, thread. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread it through. Left shoulder, left ear, come down. Taking those palms together, left elbow in the mat, right elbow towards the ceiling. Again, this might be enough for you, deepening this twist. Maybe it's too much. You could just take the right hand to the ceiling, left arm stays extended. Play around with lifting up the right leg. Maybe you take the ball of the foot onto the mat. Maybe you can lift it all the way up. Maybe you can get it a little higher. Play around with that. And release down. Bring the knee back in. Right hand comes into the mat. Push yourself up. Wiggle. Roll it out here. And then we'll take the palms slightly in front of the shoulders. Drop the hips down to the mat. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze. Exhale, we're going to tuck the toes, sit the hips back onto the heels. Inhale, roll up the spine, drop the hips, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, sit the hips back. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale, we're going to come all the way into down dog. So keep those toes tucked, send the hips to the ceiling, chest comes to the thighs. And take a moment, just pedal those feet out, bending one knee, pressing one heel down, moving back and forth. Press both heels down towards the mat. On our inhale, we're going to shift our weight forward, bend the knees, and then we're going to hover them right on top of the mat. Exhale, press back. Let's deep inhale here. And then exhale, come down. Inhale, press back. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Hold here. We're going to drop the right hip towards the right side of the mat. Inhale back to center. Left hip comes down. Inhale, center. Exhale, and center. And left, and center. One more time, each side. Gaze is down at the mat. Keep on breathing. Drop those knees down. We're going to turn the right foot off to the side. Extend the left leg. Left arm is going to come up and overhead. Let's reach it all the way towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to take the left hand underneath, thread it through here, and then inhale, bring it all the way back up. So just noticing that tightness as you round and squeeze the core. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, let's lift that back up. We're going to replace the left hand down, coming back to tabletop position. Tuck the toes, lift the hips to the ceiling, coming to down dog. And then we're going to slowly walk the hands back to the feet. Keep the feet as wide as the mat. Let's keep this forward fold. Grab onto the elbows. Rock from one side to the next. Coming back to center, bend the knees, roll all the way up. And we'll step to the top of the mat. Deep inhale, reach those arms up, ground down through the feet. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms up. Deep inhale, exhale, hinge to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Release those hands. We're going to interlace them behind the back. Press the knuckles down. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze. And exhale, release that. Keeping the right foot forward, take a giant step back with the left leg. Bend into the front knee. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Let's take our palms together at heart center. Going to take a deep inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to hover that left knee on top of the mat. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, hover. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. And inhale. Just do it one more time. Inhale, straighten. We're going to turn the back foot off to the side. Open the arms to a T. Bending into the front knee. Flipping the right hand towards the ceiling. Inhale, we're going to straighten the front leg. Reach the right arm up and overhead. And then exhale, sink back into warrior two. Really externally rotating this right leg out towards the right side of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink. Inhale. And exhale. Good job. We're going to pivot over the left shoulder. Take those feet a little bit closer together. Toes are turned out. Heels are in. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. We're going to take them behind the head, interlace the fingers gently. Elbows are opening up wide, and then exhale, sink down into goddess. Chest is stacked over the hips. Deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to hinge over to the right. You can extend the right arm, take it down by the leg, and then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, center. Exhale. And inhale. And switch. And up. And switch. And up. Good job. One more time. Come back to center. Let's release the hands to the hips. Stand all the way up. We're going to pivot to the left side. Turning that back foot off to an angle. Bending into the left knee, open the arms to a T. Left knee is opening towards the left side of the mat. Flip the left hand towards the ceiling. Deep inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up and over. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reach. And sink. Lift up. Release down. Really pressing down a little further and power back up and release back into warrior two. Good. Now we're going to pivot to the back of the mat. Hips are square to the back of the mat, high on that back heel, squeezing the right glute. Hands come together at heart center, bend into the front knee. Deep inhale, exhale, bend the back knee, hover it in front of the mat, and inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, and straighten, and bend, and straighten. Good job. One more time. Lift it up. We're going to take the hands down, frame the front foot, step back to down dog. Chest comes to the thighs. Feet are about hip distance apart, pressing those palms into the mat. We're going to take the feet a little bit closer together. You're going to shift your weight into the left foot, and then we're going to lift the right foot off the mat. Now the hips are going to stay square, so the toe and knees are pointed down towards the mat, pressing through the left heel. Now you might want to stay here. Maybe you can play around with coming up on your fingertips on the left hand. Maybe you can take that left hand all the way off the mat. You could even take it back by your body. Again, embracing whatever needs to happen in this moment. Placing the left hand down, release the right leg. Switching to the other side, weight goes in the right leg, left foot comes up. You might not get it that high, that's okay. Really focus on keeping the hips and the shoulders square as you maybe lift up this right hand. Embracing those wobbles, taking it wherever you can. Maybe you fall out of it, just reset. Good. Take the right hand back down. Left foot comes down. We're going to inhale, shift the weight forward. Knees are going to hover onto the mat. And then release them down. Left foot is going to turn off to the side. Extend the right leg. Right arm goes to the ceiling. Deep inhale. Exhale, let's thread it through. Inhale, come up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Inhale, come up. And exhale, thread it down. Good. Let's go ahead and replace those hands back onto the mat. Return to tabletop position. Sit back onto your heels. So we're going to flow through a little bit of a back bend here. So I recommend using yoga blocks if you have them here. You can place them on whichever level you need. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can also use your heels, or you can take a modified version, which I will show you. So let's go ahead and tuck the toes. We're going to come all the way up to a kneeling position. Modification here is you're going to take your palms pointed down towards the mat, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then just lift your chest, just a slight back bend. Maybe you let your chest come back, take your gaze a little bit further back onto the ceiling. Other option here is we're going to untuck the toes, and then we're going to one by one take the hands back to the yoga blocks. Fingertips are gonna be pointed towards you, just having my hands on the draped over the blocks here. You're gonna press the hips to the ceiling, let your head release back, squeeze the glutes at the top here. Keep breathing. And exhale slowly, let your hips come down. Head will be the last thing to release. And then let's come down onto our bottoms. We're gonna take our feet as wide as the mat. Let your knees windshield wiper from side to side. Come to center. Right foot is gonna go into the mat. We're gonna take the left foot, cross it over your right knee. Make sure that left foot stays flexed. And then you can bring a little rock into this to increase the intensity. You can take your right foot closer to your body, or to lessen it, take it away from your body. Go ahead and straighten the right leg. The left foot is gonna come on the outside of the right leg. Inhale, you're gonna take your arm up overhead. You can either hug in the left leg and bring the twist in here, or you can take the elbow to the outside of the left leg, take a deep inhale, grow tall, and twist over to the left. And slowly release your twist. Switching to the other side, left foot goes into the mat. Right ankle crosses over, flexing the right foot. Maybe your body wants stillness. Maybe it wants a little bit of movement. Just tune in to what it wants here. And extending the left leg, right foot goes on the outside of the left leg, taking the hug of the leg, or inhale the left arm up, exhale, take it to the outside of the knee, inhale, grow tall, and exhale, twist. Slowly releasing your twist. You can take a moment and come to a laying down Shavasana, or maybe you just want to come to a seated position here. Pausing to close out our practice for a few moments, closing your eyes or resting your gaze down at the floor in front of you. Let's take our right hand to our chest, left hand to the solar plexus, that soft spot right below the rib cage, up above the belly button. And take a few deep inhales and exhales, taking a moment to reflect on that intention that you set at the beginning of your practice today. And take a moment to pause, to show yourself gratitude for showing up in this practice. Your body gratitude for the movement that it allows you, and the mind gratitude for the grace and acceptance that it gives you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.